to party and leave one of the
Go!
Oh, apparently I missed this slide up when I was going back and redoing the custom animation because there's supposed to be a toilet right there.
Oh,
And, oh, there it comes. Okay, so most of you would think that this toilet and that tree have nothing in common, but I hope to show that they are actually quite related by the end of this. And hopefully this one will work. Okay, so in Japan you have lots of different kinds of toilets. You have the squatting toilet, which put the fear of death into me as a third grader in public school. You have the heated toilet seat. You have the toilet that sings to you and opens. You have the really ridiculously expensive toilets. You have the ones that show you where to aim. You have the ones with the gorgeous views of cities. You have the ones with the elderly, and there's another one that is now gone. And now you have the signs that go with the toilets. How to use the child toilet. How to, I think this is how to put your baby in the thing by the toilet. How to use the Western toilet. I really like this. I mean, so what could possibly be missing? I mean, I have friends who are only friends with me to come to my house to use the heated toilet seat that we had in Washington State. These are the same ones who asked me to bring a toilet seat back from Japan when I could get it this time. But, so I'm seeing how the 20 seconds can be longer. Okay, but you don't have arbor loops, which I like to call toiletry, which is basically a composting toilet, which you use for a few months until the hole is full, and then you plant a tree in the hole. So you get a toilet and a tree, which can be really great, especially when they're fruit trees, because then, there you go. Okay, so if you want to have a toilet and a tree, you have to build a pit, usually 3 by 5 feet, and then you need dirt and you need ash. So every time after you use the toilet, you cover it with dirt and ash, and then you perhaps have a covering if you're of the more modest persuasion, and you continue to use it until the hole is full. Now, this is really great, and I can't remember exactly what I was going to say on this slide because I was putting it together when I was very jet-lagged in Minnesota after coming from England to Minnesota, then to go to Japan. But arbor loops are great, and they can be very stylish, especially if you have lots of straw on hand. Okay, and then after you've used the toilet, you can plant all different sorts of fruit. So we have, well, if you're in places where these kinds of fruit trees grow, but here you do have peach trees, you do have orange trees or mikan trees, and also you can do avocado or papaya or guava or bananas or mangoes. Now, it seems like composting toilets and toiletries are emerging very much in Africa, particularly South Africa, because the climate works really well and there's not very good
sewage?
Yeah, exactly. And people connected to the water system. So you see the idea of arbor loops emerging there. One place is Kafundu Learning Village, which is in Zimbabwe, which is this really amazing place, which I think I'm supposed to be talking about for a couple of slides now here. So, this half Dutch, half Zimbabwean woman started this about five years ago, and she decided to go back to Zimbabwe and learn from the local knowledge there. So she works with her local community to rediscover knowledge like about how to farm sustainably, how to work with native plants for medicinal and eating purposes, how to be in community together, how to get clean water, how to dance, how to do all these things. So they have a permaculture team that works to develop naturally sustainable farming. They have medicinal herbs which go out into the forest and also grow their own herbs. They have a group that's growing mushrooms. They have a group that's involved in eco-building projects. They have a local preschool which brings together students from all around the area, and they do arbor loops. Hey! So they go out and they go into their communities and they teach them how to build arbor loops, which is really quite a simple proposal because all you have to do is dig a hole and maybe put that nice little covering over it. And they work really well and everyone is really fond of them, such as this old woman. So I haven't personally met this old woman, but my dad has. And he really likes her because she says, "Come and look around my house. You see this mango tree here? Now that was my first arbor loop. This banana tree was my second arbor loop. This mango tree was my third arbor loop. And this is one 70-year-old woman by herself. That's pretty impressive. So now she has all of this just using the toilet. It works really well. You think so. Okay, so not only can you be a pro for yourself, reforest whole areas. Because you take this and think if a whole community was using arbor loops in that field, then gradually, bit by bit, you could end up maybe with this again. So that is Africa and this is the Amazon rainforest, but you get the idea. So in Japan, in Tokyo, this might seem a little bit difficult. There's a lot of buildings, there's not a lot of open space. But I think with the Japanese ingenuity and approach to really solving problems and modifying and adapting in pursuit of perfection, that this could be a really good plan. I mean, once you get outside of Tokyo, there is space. So I'd like to invite you to create your own change as you go to the bathroom, as these handy gentlemen are showing you how to use a Japanese toilet properly. But I think that there's great potential here for the adoption of arbor loops, despite the fact that it's not quite as clean. Anyways, for more on arbor loops, if you'd like to see more, this is a random site I found online while jet lagged. This is the place that I was talking about before. And there's a really great talk about toilets at TEDx Tokyo this year. He has a really handy Google Maps graphic that shows where you can find singing toilets in Tokyo. And this was a slide when I had 19 slides and had no idea what to do that I decided would be really great to put in as a thank you. So there's a tree from an arbor loop, and I only have one picture of a tree because I was too tired to go and find it on the left. So this 20 seconds is longer than all the rest.